Hey there, you guys. Welcome back. Today we're going to do a plant haul. I know that I said that I was going to do a plant freeze kind of thing, but it's a beautiful day here. Well, not really beautiful. It's rainy and it's above freezing. It's winter here. Above freezing is a good thing in February. Yeah, thought I'd go to some garden centers and see what they had, and I ended up picking up a few things. So come on this little journey with me. You can probably help me out with identifying a few things. If you know, please put them down in the comments, but I'll tell you what I think they are. Some of the things have labels, some of them don't. I hate when they don't. I tried Google Lensing things that I didn't know, and it told me what I kind of thought they were, but sometimes there's multiple options. So anyway, if you know what it is, let me know down in the comment section below. If you have any care tips for any of the things that I just got, please let me know down in the comment section below. And yeah, let's just get into it. So the first thing, this one I bought a couple of weeks ago, so I've had it, but I haven't shown you because I haven't done a plant haul video. And this one here is a Philodendron McDowell. So this is a hybrid of the Gloriosum and the Pastazanum. And I have both of those plants. The Pastazanum, I did a repot video on. I think I brought you along for that. Yes, I did. I put it in a long planter, and I knew that the leaves were all going to die, so it looks like hell. I have a new leaf on it. I'll show you eventually as it starts to grow. Yeah, so this is the newest guy. I'm very excited because it's going to have more green leaf. It's supposed to get the white veining, and the leaves are supposed to be extra pillowy. So it's going to take on the traits of both the Gloriosum and the Pastazanum, and it's going to be glorious. They already look so good. I'm so excited. This is a new leaf that's come out since I got it. I've got it in my south-facing window, and it gets bright light right now. In the summertime, it's going to get a bright indirect light because of the overhang of the porch. So that is fantastic. McDowell. McDowell? Not McDowell. Used to putting the EI on the end of everything. So this one is an interesting one that I found. I don't know if I'll like it all that much, but I love the leaves. It was called a Philodendron Maggie. I don't know whether the leaves are coming into focus very well. They should. And they also call this one Homeolina Maggie. So I'll put the names down below just to help you out with identification if you want to give me a correct ID, but I'll put what I think it is down below. And the leaves are really, really interesting. I believe that this is a Homeolina, and I hope I'm saying that right. And I've had one in the past, and I don't know that I liked it all that much. Like, I liked it, it was easy to grow, it just stayed looking the exact same. This one has kind of a yellowy hue to the leaf, and I love the shape of the leaf. I love the veining, but it doesn't vine. I don't believe it vines like a typical philodendron, and I don't believe it runs like a running philodendron. I think that it's just a clump former and will tolerate medium to lower light. So very excited to try this one out. Hopefully I enjoy it. The last one that I had, I believe it was a Homeolina, and I don't know what I thought. I thought it was an anthurium when I purchased it. It would send up flower spikes, but the flowers were very, very green. They barely opened. They didn't have any interest to them, and I'm like, why am I growing this plant? I thought it was a anthurium, but it was not, and I think I ended up tossing it. That was many, many years ago. But I'm willing to give it another try. But this one was said to be Maggie, a Philodendron Maggie. I believe it is a Homeolina Maggie. So this one here really caught my eye. I've been really into the Aglaonemas lately, and I'm starting to get to know what they don't want, and they don't want lots of water. They want to be on the dry side. So that is what I'm going to be doing from now on. I wait until they're completely dry. I feel the leaves, see if they're feeling limp, and also I feel the pot. These ones I'm keeping in plastic pots so that I can feel the weight of them 100%, and then putting them in a little cash pot to make sure that I know the weight of the plant. Because if they stay wet for too long, they start to get root rot. I know that they're like tough as nails, but they do not want to be left in water for long periods of time. So this one is Aglaonema Pink Siam. I hope I'm saying that right. But I thought that this was such a beautiful pink, very, very soft pink with a beautiful green. And they have a red version as well. Maybe eventually I'll get the red, but I wanted to try my hand at the pink. Oh, they're so beautiful. The Aglaonemas can take bright indirect light all the way down to a medium low light, but you just need to be mindful of the watering. If you're having them in a low light spot, they might not have all the pink, they might go more green, but just watch yourself with the watering. It could be so frustrating and hurt your heart when they start to wilt and then start to die. Another one, because I wanted to add some more orchids to my collection. This one, I don't know if this label is correct. It's an RLC, so it's in the Cattleya group, intergeneric group. What does it say here? I can't even read that. It's supposed to be yellow with a red lip. So this guy is from Better Grow, or Grow Better, I forget, I think it's Better Grow. And they were originally $19.99, but it was on sale for $5. So I got a little seedling, and hopefully it grows well. I repotted it into a little 4-inch pot, and hopefully it will it'll do its thing and be a happy little camper. I'm giving it as much light as I can give it, and I'm going to water it whenever it gets dry. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. It will go outside in the summertime with the plants on the back porch or the back patio. And yeah, hopefully I can keep it growing. Cattleyas seem to grow okay for me. I have a bunch of them downstairs. Another one that I thought I'd give a try, I wanted to add this to my bathroom. I want to put it in a hanging basket up in the from the ceiling in front of the window. It is a spider plant. They used to be so common. Now I rarely see anybody with them in their homes. So I wanted to give it a try. I think that they're so much fun when they produce their little offsets. So yeah, the spider plant. I would have preferred it to be the wider leaf one. I really like the wider leaf one. But this is what I found when I was out. And I like it. I like it. And let's see how it grows. So these guys will tolerate many different types of light levels, as you all probably know, from quite low light to quite high light. I believe they can even tolerate full sun. And yeah, this is going to be growing in the north window in the bathroom. So hopefully it likes it. I'm going to wait until I can repot it before it goes in a hanging basket. So yeah, very exciting. I'm super excited to see how this does, and I wanted to get in the way. When I get in the tub, I wanted to I have to part the babies to get in. I think it would be really cool. And then I got this Dieffenbachia. I had one of these, well, my dad had one of these when I was a kid, and it was one of those things that just always grew so beautifully, and I never really did anything with it. I think it was his, and all my other plants got looked after, and this one just got neglected, but it did so beautifully. So I want to give it a try, and I just need to remember to let it dry out between waterings. Any care suggestions would be perfect. I know that this one is going to want bright indirect light, but also tolerates a medium light. It's basically a piece of furniture as it gets bigger, so just put it wherever it fits. But I'm excited to try this again. I hope that the leaves get much bigger. But yeah, the Dieffenbachia. This is going to be not necessarily poisonous for your pets. It's called dumb cane as a common name. Because there is a crystal inside there that will take their voice away temporarily. So if your pet eats it, if your dog eats it, they might not be barking for a little while. Don't feed them if your dog is a barky dog. Avoid it. So this one here was an interesting one to me. I really want to get a Howiya palm? I think it's Howiya. What is the common name? Kentia Palm. I wanted a Kentia Palm because they're supposedly a really nice arching palm for inside. This one here, I don't know whether it's a Kentia Palm or an Areca Palm. Either way, they should be easier. I prefer the Kentia Palm, like I said. I like the arching of the fronds, where the Areca Palm stands a little bit more tall. The Kentia Palm also grows better in lower lights, in like a house environment. The Areca Palm needs to be in the brightest window you have. So hopefully, if you guys know what this is, the tag says it's a Bella Palm, but I know that that's not right. That's like a parlor palm, and this has a much bigger frond to begin with than the Bell Palm, and yeah. So super excited about this one. I really, really hope that it is the Kentia Palm. They both look very similar when they're young like this. It'll be in time that we actually know. But if there's telltale signs on which one it is, please let me know. Look at that. I can't wait to grow it. The Howie, I can't remember the last part of it. I'll put it down below if it is that. It tolerates neglect a little bit better, drier soil. So that makes it easier to grow as a houseplant as well. And the last one, I believe it's the last one. Oh my God, too many things. This is a complete mystery to me. I looked at it, there was only one available and it was $4.49. It just says annual 4-inch. And I want to know if this is a Managave Man of Steel baby. So if you know what this is, please let me know. When I do the Google Lens, it tells me Dickia or Dickia, and I don't think that it's that because there's no spines along the leaves. It's a little serrated. I can feel it, but you don't really see it. And then what was it saying? It was giving me types of bromeliads and tillandsias, but this is a terrestrial plant. It still could be a terrestrial bromeliad. That's what a Dickia is, or a Dickia. But I feel like it is a Managave. So if you see this and it rings a bell to you, please let me know what you think it is. I think it's just young. We'll certainly find out in time, but fingers crossed. I really hope that it's a Man of Steel. I really love my Managaves, and they make perfect plants for outdoor or indoor. They are such tolerant, tough plants that are just really cool. And unlike there's different types of Managave, but they tend to have a softer leaf or a softer spine than a typical agave. Not all of them, but many of them. Like my Managave Lavender Lady, I love it. It's not terribly pokey. If you poke it at the right angle at the right time, it can be sticky, or it can stick you. But for the most part, when you're working around it, it bends instead of just pokes you. So anyway, this is what I got, and I'm super excited to see how they all grow. And fingers crossed. Again, any care instructions that you might have for any of these, it'll help me out. It might help somebody else out that might have the same plant that they have questions about. And yeah, I'm trying to go back to the common stuff. I haven't grown a lot of common things in many years, but I just need to grow things that grow well in my house that is relatively dark. There's lots of windows. It's a bright space, but it's not a full sun location. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and until next time, you guys, happy growing. Happy plant shopping. We're almost into spring. Oh. Anyway, we could be out in the garden soon.